Good day. So we are on our second discussion related to QGIS on ENS472 environmental modeling. So if you have missed something or need some clarification on the first discussion, the link to that video is posted below on the description side of this video. So kindly have some time to look at it. And you may also do some reviews on it. So our topic for today would be on loading vector spatial data on your QGIS. So as you can see, we have preloaded our discussion one project. So this discussion one project was the output from our last topic. So, but first, what are vector data or the vector model? The vector model uses points and line segments to identify locations on the Earth. So actually, it would be accurate, the more accurate. When we say vector, it would be pertaining to the accuracy of data points related to on Earth, okay, on the surface of the Earth. So to start, we can add data in QGIS by opening layer. So here in the menu, then go to add layer. So in the menu bar, each type of data source has its own kind of layer. These are the kinds of layers. So as you can see, there are lots of kinds of layers. So for this discussion would be tackling about vector data. Okay. So to add a new vector layer, we'll open layer, then add layer, then add vector layer. Or in the menu bar, or by clicking this icon, the toolbar, new shape file layer. So let's just go with the menu toolbar, layer, and add vector layer. Make sure to set the source type to file. Okay, so also click this one, so it's vector. Make sure that this source type would be file. The encoding would be UTF-8. Then just click on this dots, this button on the source field, and navigate to the location of the file. So this file, the PSA NAMRIA, would be posted below. So this file, PSA NAMRIA, is posted on the description side of this video. So kindly download it first also, so you can have a hands-on experience on this. Okay, so again, the PSA NAMRIA file would be on the description section of this video. Okay, so now let's navigate to the location of this file. Once you are on your computer, after you have downloaded it, then click to add the layer. So this one, the one that says .shp at the end. Okay, click add to add the vector data as a layer. Afterwards, click close, so you can just open or add. Okay, add. Then afterwards, let's just click close. Okay, so this is the administrative map on municipal level of Eastern Visayas. So this is now loaded into the QGIS. So next would be the zooming tools. Let's work on the zooming tools. As you work on your GIS project, you will need to zoom, either zoom in or zoom out, and analyze the area of study at different scales. So QGIS supports a number of different zoom tools. So where is the zoom tools? So it's here. So pan map to zoom in, zoom out, zoom full, zoom to selection, zoom to layer, zoom to native resolution, zoom last, zoom next. Okay, so these are some of the zoom menu. So as you can see, you can just click it, then you can just drag it, or you can just click this one, then it will zoom in. And then zoom out, you can just click zoom out, or you can just put it in hold it, and this part will be zoomed out. Okay, when you reach out to this part, you can just zoom in and zoom in at the whole layer. So this layer will be the only one in your monitor, just like this. Okay, so next would be checking and editing dataset properties. Always after using zoom tools, you always go to the pan map. Okay, this will be the default cursor for your QGIS project. So next will be checking and editing dataset properties. Okay, now let's check and edit dataset properties. So to check the current properties of a given data layer, you can check it by right-clicking on its name in the layer panel and selecting properties. So again, this is the layer panel. This is the layer panel again. Right-click on its name. So this is the layer name. Then select properties. Okay. So the layer properties show various information about the selected data layer. So first, check the layer information. So check the layer information. It's above. Okay, so this one is the properties of the layer. Okay. Next, click on symbology, the third button, symbology, to reveal symbology options available for the vector data. Next, on the drop-down menu, change single symbol. Okay. On the drop-down menu, this one, on the uppermost part of it, change, as you can see, it's change symbol, so change it to categorized. Okay, so categorized, now it's in categorized. Next, for the value field, choose ADM2. So value field, okay. So for the value field, click this column, then put it into ADM2N. So this one, string 50. And click classify. Okay, so classify is on the bottommost, classify. So you may choose to delete all other values class by clicking on it and pressing this one, delete. So as you can see, there is all other values here on the symbols. You can just click it, then delete it. Okay, so then click apply, then OK. Click apply, then OK. Okay, as you can see, there's a change that happened on the map, particularly on the color. So the color coding changed. So from single symbol to categorize. So as you can see, what is the category? It would be on the province. Okay, so we will now add labels to each feature or municipality in the shapefile. Repeating the previous process, open up the layer properties. So open up the layer properties and click on the Labels tab. Labels tab would be the fourth button. Okay. Change no labels, as you can see, no labels to at least a single label. And set the value to ADM3 EN. This one. Okay, ADM3 EN, and click apply. Do not press the OK button just yet. Okay, so first you have to click apply. Always click apply, then OK. Okay. You can also play around with additional labeling options. So again, let's go back to the properties. Then on labels, click on buffer and tick the box for draw text buffer. Set the size to 0.5. 0.500, and again, before clicking OK, you have to click first apply, then OK. We may also want to visualize vector files based on some numeric ratio or numeric ratio value. Let us try this on our shapefile by opening layer properties, changing symbology from categorized to graduated. Okay, so kanina we have been from single symbol to categorized, then graduated. Okay, so with value set to shape area. Okay, shape area. Okay, then set mode, this one, to pretty breaks. This one, pretty breaks, and add classes to 8. From 5, let's make it 8. And again, click apply and click OK. So as you can see now, the color pattern changed. Again, from earlier, from a single category to a categorized one to graduated. Okay, so for now, let's locate the municipality or city with the largest area. Earlier we have categorized or we have set the category for this based on the shape area, meaning the largest one would be the darkest. Okay, the darkest one would be the largest, while the lightest one, the lightest color, would be the minimal or the minimum. Okay, so we have to locate the municipality or city with the largest area. So for now, what is the city or the municipality that stands very dark red? Okay, so I think this one, we may agree for this one. Okay, so let's inspect the table. We have previously used various attributes associated with each feature in the shapefile as the basis for symbology. Later, it will be necessary to inspect the actual tables to do some preliminary analysis as below. To do this right click on the vector layer and choose Open Attribute Table. Okay, so the vector table, the vector layer, then Open Attribute Table. Open Attribute Table. Okay. So scroll down as necessary. Okay. So these are all the municipalities in Region 8. Okay. So, P codes or place codes are unique geographic identification codes represented by combination of letters and or numbers to identify a specific location or feature on a map or within a database. P codes are categorized into different administrative levels. Okay, so as you can see, there are ADMO P code, ADM1 P code, ADM2 P code, ADM3 P code for country, region, province, and municipal levels, respectively. Okay, so the ADM0 P code would be PH, the ADM1 P code would be on the region, would be Region 8, 08 PH 08, Philippines Region 8, ADM2 would be the province. Okay, so Philippines Region 8, 08, 37 would be the province code. So as you can see, there are 37, 26, meaning latest code, province code is 37, while Eastern Samar's province code is 26. So Eastern Samar's P code in totality would be PH0826. Okay, and there are also municipality level na P codes. So as you can see here, okay. So for example, Inupacan Leyte belongs to Region 8, of course, on the Leyte province, and its code is 21. So we have PH Philippines 08, Region 37 would be Leyte province, and 21 its code. Okay, so we have Isabel would be 22. So for example, for Inupacan, we have its code would be on PH 08, 37, 21, and these 300 would pertain to its barangays. Okay, so earlier we have looked upon the map on to how which municipality or city is the largest. Okay, so let's use the zoom in and zoom out buttons. So here, this one. So it's Calbayog. It's the Calbayog city, which is the largest municipality city. It's the largest city on Region 8. Okay, so to know its properties, if we want to individually look at the attributes of a feature in a map, we can just click on this one, the identify features, then click on it. So we can see that Calbayog City's P code would be PH08 600 3000. Okay, so it belongs in the province of Samar. Okay, so it would be the largest city in terms of area. Okay, so this one is our administrative map based on area. Okay, so we'll go next to the basic map layout. Before moving on, reset the layer symbology first so that it categorizes the municipalities by ADM to EN. Okay, so let's undo all of the changes. So go to the properties, then symbology, which I have done. So classify again, we shall delete these all other values. So to do so, just click on it and have this, delete, then apply, then just click OK. So to create a new print layout, let's select project, from the menu toolbar, then new print layout. So we have to input a useful descriptive print layout title in the field that will appear as shown in the figure. So let's have Eastern Visayas Administrative Map. Okay, so again, Eastern Visayas Administrative Map. Select OK. So set the page layout to portrait. So just click layout, then page setup, and click portrait. If the page does not update or change orientation, as you can see, it's still on landscape, just add a new page, just click this icon, add page, then choose orientation portrait. Again, just click on this icon, then have the orientation on portrait, then just have it. Okay, now you see that there are two pages here. So you have to first delete this one. To do this, just right click on it and select remove page. So select yes. You should be left with just one page on portrait orientation afterwards. To add the map element, select add item, add map. So select the area on the page where the map will appear by clicking and dragging the cursor to create the desired map container. Just like this one. Then the map will now render. Now the map has rendered. So next, on the item properties, if there are no buttons or toolbars here, just right click on it and click item properties. Change the scale to 1,100,000. 1,100,000 for the scale. You may just play around with the values to see how it affects in the visualization. But for this one, we have to use scale 1,100,000. Scroll down and you can see frame. You just click it. Tick the box for frame to add border to the map. To have a border. So let's have it on black. Then for the background, let's choose a lighter shade of blue. Okay, this one. This one. A lighter shade. Okay, so it's now a lighter shade of blue. This will emulate water surrounding the Eastern Visayas Islands. We will now add a map inset. So a map inset is a smaller map that shows a portion of the bigger map in smaller scale, of course. So to do this, add a new map by selecting add item, add map. So you use it in the menu bar and place the new map at the lower left corner of the bigger map. Lower left corner. So where would that be? So lower left corner would be here. Okay. So we have to drag again on the inner side. This. Okay. With the new map added, go to the item properties and set its scale into 350,000. 350,000. So while it's rendering, before changing the scale, you must or you should be aware that you should click this first, because maybe you'll be changing the scale on this larger map. So again, go up. Then the scale would be, again, 350,000. 350, 123,000. Okay. So click on this button, this one, interactively edit map extent. To activate drag item content, click and drag on inside the newly added map to move its content until Tacloban City appears in the middle. Okay, so let's have it drag. So let's click this. Again, click interactively edit map extent. Then we should drag the map to the point that we can see Tacloban City. Okay, so this one is Tacloban City. As you can see, here's the airport. This one. So we can also adjust this larger map by doing the same thing. So let's click on this, then click on this button, then just drag this. We can just drag this one. Okay, then just click outside. Our items panel located at the upper right corner should now contain 2 items as shown. Okay, so on our items panel, this one, it now should contain 2 items as shown in the figure. So we have map 2 and map 1. You can change the name of the items to make them more descriptive. So double click on map 2 and rename it and set to inset map. Inset map, that's INSET map. Okay. And then do the same to the map 1 and set its name to actual map. So left click on the actual map to update the item properties panel. So here is the item properties panel. So locate overviews and click on the triangle to expand all options. Okay, locate overviews, this one. Just scroll down and click on the triangle to expand. The triangle to expand all options and click this one to add a new overview. And set map frame to inset map. Okay, so from map frame to inset map. The area on the actual map represented by the inset map is now highlighted on the format. Our map should now look like this. So as you can see, there would be a red area. This area is magnified on this inset map. Okay. So your map should now look like this. We will now add other elements to our map. So click on actual map. And look for grids. Okay, for grids. This one. So just on top of the overviews, look for grids option and click the add button. So now click modify grid. So you have to follow this one. So for the grid type, it would be cross. Okay. For the CRS, for the coordinate reference system, it should be WGS84. So this one, EPGS 4326. For interval, just okay. For the interval units, it would be map unit. The X would be, interval would be 0.5. Also for the Y axis, so 0.5. For the offsets, let's have it 0.2 on the X and 0.1 on the Y. For the cross width, let's have it 4 millimeters. For the line style, let's just retain. Blend mode would be normal. Okay. So it's now okay. Let's just go back. So let's just scroll down on the map grid properties and locate frame option. Frame option, this one. In this exercise, set the frame style to interior ticks. Frame style to interior ticks. So, enable option to draw coordinates. This one. Set format to decimal, minute, second. Okay. Decimal. Set format to degree, minute, second. Next, set both left and right from horizontal to vertical ascending. Both left and right to vertical ascending. Set coordinate precision to 2. So let's just change this to 2. Okay. Then let's go back. So your map would be like this now. Okay. To add map title, select add item, add label. So select the area in the map where the title will be placed. This one. You can have, let's have the title on top. Okay. So the main properties, type in Eastern Visayas Administrative Map. This one. Let's change it to Eastern Visayas Administrative Map. Eastern Visayas Administrative Map. Okay. Set horizontal and vertical alignment to center. Let's have it centered. So click font. Let's have it font. Then let's just use MS Shell DLG2 and font size 28. Okay. For this, you can just also put it inside the map. So it's like here, okay, for easier purpose. Okay. Okay. Now let's put it in the center. Have this. Okay. It's now on center. So next, add the directional north arrow by clicking on the north button. This one. North button, or just select add item, add north arrow. This one. So place it on your desired position on the map. You may also resize it. Okay, so you just put it here. Okay, so this is, you may resize it as you want. Okay. Or you may just have it on top, wherever you want it. So this points to the north direction. So next, click on the this button, or for the scale bar, add new scale bar. So add item, add scale bar. So select the area again where you want the scale bar to appear. Here, it usually is on the bottom side of the map. You may also adjust the position and size of the scale after it has been added. The scale is important in giving the map reader a sense of relative distances between the features in the map. Okay. So set the style of the scale bar to your preference. Scale bar units to kilometers. Scale bar units to kilometers. Set style to double box. Okay, double box. It's okay to have double box. Okay. And have it on kilometers. Just like this one. So I'll have it here. Okay. Let's have it here. Okay. Add a legend by selecting add item, add legend. Then have it clear space right here. Okay. Select the area where you want it and set the legend title to legend. So here's the title to legend. Usually, it is on capital letters. Adjust the position of the legend as necessary. So we can just adjust it. Okay, let me just put it there. Necessary. Okay. Just adjust some other features of the map if necessary. Just like here. Okay. We can hide this one, the ADM3 PSA Namria label on the legend by unchecking the box on auto update. On auto update this one. In the legend items, then right click on the label and tick the box for hidden. Hidden, this one. Tick the box for hidden. So as you can see, there is no longer text saying ADM3 PSA Namria. Okay. Next, we will be adding the map details. This section of the map contains information such as the sources of data, where you got your data, the map datum used, the creator of the map, and the software used. To process the data, it also contains the exact date or year the data was released and the date of the map creation. The location of this section is usually at the bottom of the map, so more of here because we still have space. Okay. To add the map details section, select add item, add label. Okay, so we have to again drag it. So we can change it now. You may just do or copy the same things that I will enter here. So for the data source, it would be Namria administrative boundary. Prepared by your name. So name to be Julius Ken. Okay. For the map datum, it is the WGS 84. So it would be on the CRS coordinate reference system. So also created using QGIS 3.8.3. Okay, you can just change prepared by, and you may also add some items you want to be seen in the map. Okay, so adjust. So you can just zoom in, zoom out to adjust. Let's adjust so we can see. Let's adjust so we can see better the okay. Now it's all okay. You may also drag this a little bit to the corner, just like this. So it's now okay. So a map layout can be exported in multiple formats, namely first, image, next is SVG, and third would be PDF. To export as image, simply select layout, export as image. So see here, export as image. Select the destination folder and input the desired file name. For this one, you can just put it anything. For now, it is in Eastern Visayas administrative map. Save. Okay. There is no need to change any of the export options, but play around with these values to see how they affect the final output. Click Save and wait for the process to complete. You should see the QGIS icon in the taskbar glowing until you receive a notification. Okay, so for now, let's not change anything on the export options. Then let's just put in save. Okay, so we can see that QGIS is now glowing, meaning there's an operation happening, which is saving your map. Okay, so let's just wait until you receive a notification. And now that it is notified that it's done, so just go to the desired folder. You have saved your file. Then congratulations, you have just successfully exported your first map. Okay, so this one is the end process or the end output of your file. Okay, so congratulations. So now you have to save your edits. Okay, save. You now have to close it. And for the QGIS part discussion, you have also to save it for future discussions. Okay, so for future discussions. If you have reached this part of the video, I'll be giving 100 pesos worth of load to the 70th comment on this video. So for instructions, you can just comment for a total of 10 times, okay? But not on greater than 3 times in succession, meaning you can just comment your name, or you can just comment anything 3 times in succession. Technically, there should be someone who should be commenting after you before you can comment again for 3 times. Okay, so the 75th commenter on this video should receive 100 pesos worth of load, any network. Okay, so this would be the end of our second topic. So stay tuned for another series of events and another series of videos in the future. So stay safe. Thank you.